how do you build the ecosystem of influence rather than just trying to look for the one-hit wonder?
If I'm in a highly competitive industry, let's say mortgage broking, would you recommend I find a niche market to focus on? Or would that just eat too much into my ability to speak with everyone?
The first thing to realize is everyone's in a competitive industry. Everyone kind of thinks that I'm in a unique industry. It's super competitive. Ask all your friends that have businesses and say, do you feel like your industry is competitive? And the answer is going to be yes. So that's the first thing. The second thing, niching is one of a series of things that I recommend every business owner needs to really be focusing on to differentiate, to create that cut through, to attract that inbound opportunity. So for example, right, if you're a mortgage broker, you could niche based on geography and like, I only want to work with people in the Gold Coast or in Singapore or whatever it is, or on the south side of Singapore. That would be one way to do it. Another thing you could do could be based on psychographics. So one of our clients, Aaron Christie David, niched into people that specifically just want to have a great lifestyle. They want to spend time with their family and kids. It's not all about the money. He wants to help them get out of debt. He wants to advise them more effectively around, you know what, maybe you shouldn't buy that brand new BMW because those repayments pulled off your mortgage is going to compound to an extra $500,000 over the next 15 years, etc. So he's really niched into that space. But even niching on its own isn't enough. It's just one thing you can do. Certainly it will help. But what will also help is you having a clear, powerful message as to how you solve their problems and how you help them achieve what they want. It'll also help you if you're winning awards and you're seen as an industry commentator, if you're, publish a book. All these things start to have a clear and cascading benefit, which are going to help you cut through the noise. No one thing on its own is going to make the difference. And I think everyone's just kind of looking for this one thing that's going to fix everything for them, that's going to create that cut through. And there is no one thing. There's lots of little things done well, which not just transform your ability to influence and increase your business's prosperity and profitability, but it also acts as barriers to entry, because realizing that there's an ecosystem of influence that you need to build, as you start to build it, it makes it harder and harder and harder for other people to compete. Because the moment you say, I'm going to only work with people with brown hair, it's not hard for someone else to say, I'm also just going to work with people with brown hair. But it's very difficult for them to say that and be the author, speaker, commentator, award-winning industry leader. So the whole thing is, how do you build the ecosystem of influence rather than just trying to look for the one-hit wonder?